actually going to cook some crackers. So we did the cheddar crackers, we got them in the fridge. We did the cream cheese crackers, we got them in the freezer. Oh yeah, now it's time for the Parmesan crisps. So I'm kind of pumped for this because I've made these a lot of times before. I'm going to try them in a couple of different shapes, and I'm going to try flavors. So you usually just make these plain, but I thought it would be kind of fun to add some different things in there. So if you haven't made Parmesan crisps before, they're really easy to make. Literally all it is Parmesan cheese. You spread it onto a sheet pan, and then you bake it, and it comes out nice and crispy. So I've just got some, this is just store brand shredded Parmesan. If you want to get a better product, you certainly can. I've used this a lot before and it works just fine. So the couple of things I'm going to try. So I'm going to do half of this sheet pan as one whole sheet, and I'm going to put some different flavors across it. I'm going to put them on there so that they kind of cross over each other, and so you kind of get different blends of different flavors, so I can see what tastes the best. So I'm going to do part of it with cracked pepper. I'm going to hit part of it with some lemon zest, and then I'm going to hit part of it with some dill. So I'll get that half done first. You want to put this down in about a 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch layer. You don't need to put any oil or anything down. This is just parchment paper on this sheet. It's okay if it goes over a little bit. Everything's going to get nice and crispy on here. Again, I'm just going to do half of it this way. And then the other half of the sheet pan, I'll show you. I'm going to do it just a little bit differently. Okay. So that's a good, solid, even layer. I'll get you a little closer look at it here in a minute. Oh yeah, I had one other... Well, instead of doing the fresh dill, I'm actually going to use dried herbs on here. Now that I've thought about it a little bit more, I should say. Instead of using the fresh dill, I've got just a rosemary herb blend of dry herbs. I think it'll go really nicely on here. Okay, so I'm going to do about 1/3 of it. Cracked black pepper. I'm going to overlap that. I'm just going to use the small side of a box grater to zest a little bit off of this lemon. I'm going to try to get that lemon to cross over some of this black pepper, have some area in here that's just the lemon, and then be able to cross over the herb section on the other side. Now, I don't want to go too crazy with this. I just want a nice sprinkle of some nice fresh lemon zest. I think that'll pair up really nicely with the Parmesan. I'm just interested to kind of see how the oils all interact. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and probably call it there. I don't want to overdo it. I'll get you a closer shot. It's really hard to see how much is on there. That's probably about the zest off of half of that lemon. Okay, and then this other third, I'm going to overlap part of the lemon and then have some of it with just the herbs. Awesome. Cool. So now I'll have some different flavors to try together here. That'll be great. Okay. Get you a little close up. So we've got just a few herbs in there. Lemon zest. And cracked black pepper. Okay. Now what I'm going to do on the other half of this sheet is I'm going to take and just do little piles so that it's not all in one sheet where I'll have to break it up. It'll just be in little discrete piles. And I'm hoping this will cook okay on the same sheet pan together. It should. What I'm hoping with the little piles is that you'll get nice crispy edges. Almost like little Parmesan chips, instead of being a whole sheet that you'll have to break up. You'd just be able to take these right off the sheet and eat them. You could break them if you wanted to. I'm going to do them a little, well, I'm going to try to keep them the same thickness since they're on the same sheet pan. I was thinking I might try them a little thinner, but not yet. I'm planning on doing 2 batches of these. After I find out kind of how all this goes, I'm going to make a bigger batch of maybe one of the flavors. Whichever one's the best, whichever one wins out. Okay, awesome. So I think that'll be a good start. That was almost this whole bag of cheese. I could probably stretch it. This is a 6-ounce bag. If I did this whole sheet pan, one solid sheet, this would be about the perfect amount. Okay, I'm going to try a couple other flavors on these other ones. I've got this black garlic seasoning. I'm going to hit on just a couple of these. That's quite a bit, but that'll be okay. I don't want to add anything with salt. What else can I try? I had this out for something else, but I think I'm going to try it. I'll just throw some honey sriracha on there. See how it goes. It might not be good, but we'll see. I'll just do one with that. And what else? Okay. And then I wanted to try one with, this is just lemon pepper, Mrs. Dash. It's salt-free. So I thought this might work pretty well on here. So I'll do a couple of those with this. We'll see how this compares to the lemon zest and pepper section on there. I'll do a couple of these. Oh, I just got a really good idea. I forgot I had this. I'm going to grab some other thing real quick. Oh. Never mind. No wonder I didn't think I had it, because I don't. Okay, so I will just make 2 of the honey sriracha then. That's okay. Okay, these are ready to go in the... So we're going to pop these in the oven. I'm going to put these in. They'll probably take about 12 minutes, give or take. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little less. So I'm going to put them in, set a timer for 5 minutes, and then we'll let those ride. Okay, we've got Parmesan crisps in the oven at 350 for a 5-minute timer. Oh, it's beeping. Yep. Time to check those Parmesan chips. They're going to need to rotate for sure. Oh yeah. Oh, smelling delicious. See how they kind of get that sizzle? Those are looking really nice. Sorry, I'm just reaching for a oven mitt. Ooh, the oven light's almost better. Ooh, we got a really nice distribution there. It's just what I was going for. Let's have a nice color. That's the honey sriracha. Okay, we're going to give these a rotate. Turn our light off. And we're going to set this for another 5. Okay. Oh yeah. These are looking pretty good. I think we might have a couple of issues. First one I can see, this honey sriracha. Oops, sorry. The honey sriracha ones look like the honey part of it might have burnt a little bit. These ones definitely got crispy before the middle of this did, which I was kind of worried about. I actually might take these off of here and put this back in for a minute. You can see, I don't know if you can really tell, but these look really dry and crispy. And this still kind of has the texture of melted cheese. So let me grab a little spatula. And a little something to put those on. Our nice fancy plates. Those are honey sriracha. These are the lemon pepper. It also seems like that might have burnt a little bit. Maybe, well, we'll taste these and see. What I might need to do is put the seasonings underneath of the cheese instead of on top. Okay, I'm going to pop this other, oop, haha, just about lost you. I'm going to pop the other, the sheet back in the oven for just a couple more minutes. I'll do 3 minutes. In the meantime, we'll try a couple of these. Okay, so I'm going to start off with lemon pepper. Got a little dark. You can see it's got some holes in it. It's nice and crispy, I can tell you that right off the bat. That's good. If I'm being honest with you, I can kind of taste the lemon pepper, Mrs. Dash, but not very much. It really didn't add much to it. It just kind of burnt on top. Honestly, more than anything, you can just taste the pepper part of it. The texture, the consistency is perfect though. So that was 12 minutes exactly. Okay. Lemon pepper. We'll try these ones next. These are the honey sriracha. And these ones look burnt, even on the back. This is the back side. It looks like that burn kind of goes all the way through. Yeah, it tastes burnt. That didn't work at all. The honey part of the honey sriracha, they must use like a powdered honey or something in there. It's not terrible, but it doesn't taste good and it just tastes burnt. Okay. What was the other one? Herbs. Black garlic, that's what that one was. It's good, but again, it's really subtle. You can't hardly tell it's different than a plain Parmesan. This one's the best one of those three. Black garlic does add a little It rounds out the flavor a little bit. It just makes it a little more mellow. I kind of like it though. It didn't burn, which is good. Perfectly crispy. All of them though. I like the doing the individual little circles for that reason, because it's perfectly crispy all around the edges. Those cooked a lot faster than the whole sheet. Only thing is you wouldn't be able to get as much on there. So there's our timer again. Check the rest of this. Oh yeah. That's perfect. I'm gonna, even if that's not quite done in the middle, I'm gonna pull that there. Because it's almost starting to get too dark around the edges. Excuse me one second. Talking while inhaling Parmesan cheese. It's dangerous business. Okay, so it looks really nice. It got the color. The whole thing got the crispiness. You can see this is the lemon zest section. The lemon was starting to caramelize a little bit. This is the black pepper section. I imagine this will be pretty good. Looks fine. And then the herb blend on this edge. That looks fine as well. The herbs might have got a little over toasted. I think I'm seeing that in all of these. I'm starting to see why people don't normally add stuff to these types of crackers. So we need to let this one chill for just a little bit because it's really hot. We'll try the rest of our Parmesan crisps we made here and see how the lemon zest went. Okay. So this turned out really nice. It's really nice and crispy. Sorry, that was kind of a bad view. So I'm going to try a piece. This is off the section that just had the herbs in it. So this is like rosemary, thyme. Okay. I really like that one. It's got a nice crisp. The herbs are subtle. They come through at the end. So you get the Parmesan. Really, it's really just Parmesan up front. But after that kind of clears off your palate, the herbs come in. And that's really nice. Yeah, all right. So on to the next chunk. The next chunk will be the herbs mixed with the lemon zest. Okay. As I kind of thought, it's a little not as crispy in the middle, but it's still pretty crispy. The section with the lemon zest has just a little chew to it compared to the rest of it. Damn. Okay. So the lemon zest by far has the most flavor. And it's really up front. The other flavors, you kind of just taste the Parmesan and then you get some of the other flavor. The lemon zest is, you get the lemon, then the Parmesan comes in, and then they kind of finish out together. That's really nice. That's the best one so far, by far. So I'm going to grab a piece that's just lemon zest, because that was the lemon and the herb. The herb kind of got lost in there. I don't know if maybe the bite I had just didn't have very much on it or what. Again, not quite as crispy. That could have went maybe another minute. But I'm digging the lemon. I would do that one again. Matter of fact, that's the one I'm going to make the most of. Depending on how the pepper goes. So it's Parmesan crisp with the lemon. The lemon and herb was really good. So this will be a piece from the section that has lemon and black pepper. It's pretty much what you'd expect if you want a boring description. You taste the pepper, you taste the lemon, you taste the Parmesan. They all kind of come in at once. I think I like the lemon and herb better than the lemon and pepper because the pepper, it's not adding much to it. I mean, the pepper, I'll taste the pepper and Parmesan just by itself now. This is a section with just cracked black pepper and Parmesan. Okay. That bite was better than the last one with pepper, but mainly because it was on the edge. You know, it was a little crispier. But I think I like the lemon and herb the best out of that whole collage of flavors. So I'm going to make some of the lemon and herb ones. And we're doing more Parmesan. So I'm going to do this whole pan with just a bunch of the lemon herb. And I'm going to do the crisps. So I think what I'm going to try to do actually, now that I'm looking at it, these are not going to spread. I know that for sure. I'm going to try to squeeze 4 across. Oh, I might not be able to fit 4 across. Okay, okay. Perfect. That'll do. You could also do these in mini muffin tins. I've seen people do them that way. You just put a little pinch of Parmesan in the bottom of the muffin tin. It's not really necessary though. It's harder to clean. Okay. This is just some more Parmesan, same stuff. While I'm doing this, I'll give just a brief rundown again in case anybody new is in here. We're making crackers today. This is Cracker Lab with Dutch Oven Dalkey. That's me. I'm just trying out some different cheese cracker recipes. So I've got some cream cheese sliced crackers in the oven. We're making some Parmesan crisps right now. We did a little test batch and figured out what the best ones were. And now I'm making a whole batch of the best ones, which turned out to be lemon zest with a rosemary herb blend. So I'm putting those together right now. We're also going to try one other experimental batch. That is going to be Becky's Blend, which is a spice blend made by my lovely mother-in-law. Or, you know, close enough to mother-in-law. We're not married yet, but might as well be, kind of thing. So, do a little Becky's Blend. It's kind of like the closest analog is Alpine Touch, but it's way better than Alpine Touch. Kind of a garlic pepper seasoning salt. This tray that I'm making up, however, is going to be lemon zest and rosemary herb. And I'm doing them in little piles because I like those ones better. They got crispier. They got crispier faster. I'm not worrying too much if these are overlapping a little bit. Those little bits of Parmesan will just come right apart. Awesome. Looking good. Set that off to the side. I've got this Pampered Chef Rosemary Herb Blend. I'm going to hit that on here first. Not too crazy. Just a pinch on each. I really liked the way the herb came through on this one. The rosemary and the lemon pair really well together. Just got again a box grater with the smallest things. I've got about zest on half of this lemon left. I'm gonna do as much as I can on here. I think I can go maybe a little heavier on the lemon on these than I did on the one before, because I thought that tasted really nice, and I think a little bit more won't hurt. Do a few more little experiments here. The lab is open. Alright, so this is the Becky's blend. It's just in a little shaker. It's not labeled. I'm going to do these ones. Perfect. Okay. And then I had talked about doing some fresh herbs in some of them. So I'll give that a try too while we have it here. I'm just going to throw a few sprigs of thyme in there. And I'm going to kind of nestle it down in. I'm worried about this stuff getting burnt. But since these don't cook for super long, it should be okay. Just a few sprigs of thyme. A few thyme leaves, I guess. And then these 4 I will reserve. And I'm just going to just give them the lightest sprinkle of balsamic at the end. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I just hit them right now so it cooks in with them. I think that's a better idea. We'll see how this goes. I'm just going to put my thumb over the end of it here, and I'm just going to try to put a couple of drops. So this should almost get like a balsamic reduction type flavor to it, hopefully. Oops. Some of those might have too much, some of them might have too little. We'll find out. Today on Cracker Lab. I'm going to put these Parmesan crisps in, and while these cook, oops, starting to get it, you know, this is the part of the stream that gets a little messy. But that's okay. It's so hard to do things one-handed. Okay. So again, I'm going to do the same time as I did on the last ones with these. I'll do 6 minutes, rotate 6 minutes. And I'll probably put the bottom on the top as well. I'm also going to bump the oven down just a tiny bit. I think it's just a little on the warm side. 6 minute timer. Start it. These are going to need another 6 minutes or so. The balsamic ones are definitely a little more liquidy, but they're looking good. These ones are looking a little more done. Well, it's just the seasoning and stuff, I guess, that's getting that dark color on the edges. Sorry about the beeping. Rotate these. I'll put these ones on the bottom. This oven heats from the bottom, so everything down there cooks a little faster. Okay. I'm going to do 5 instead of 6. Oh. They smell great. So these are the lemon herb ones. Ooh, interesting. So we got balsamic, we got fresh thyme, and we've got Becky's blend. Okay. These need to cool off. I just wanted you to see them. I'll give you a little close-up. Becky's blend looking nice and crispy. Fresh thyme, didn't get burnt. You could probably do a little more. The balsamic looking good. It definitely looks like it kind of did the reduction thing. Like it's completely impregnated in there. I'm interested in how those turned out now. And these are the best of the first batch. Lemon zest and rosemary herb. We'll let these cool for a while. Okay. So, we're going to try the Parmesan crackers that I haven't tried yet. I just dropped them on the ground. Of course I did. Okay, so this is fresh thyme Parmesan crisp. So this is just Parmesan and thyme. I got those as just the right amount of crispiness. I really enjoy the thyme on there as well. It's almost got a toasted herb flavor to it. Like the herb itself has some toasty notes. That's really nice. Okay. Well, I'd do that again for sure. For sure. Next up, we'll do, this is the Becky's blend. This is the Becky's blend. It's almost like Alpine Touch. Sorry, I broke it already. Pepper, garlic, that sort of thing. No MSG. That's good. It definitely accents the flavor of that Parmesan very well. I kind of thought it might be overly salty with adding a salt mix to it. But it's the amount I put on there, it's really not too much. It's just perfect. Awesome. I got one we haven't tried as well. This one is the balsamic vinegar. So it looks kind of burnt, but it's balsamic vinegar cooked into there. And it didn't get too liquidy. It kind of just soaked in, became like a reduction. I'll be honest. It doesn't taste anything like balsamic vinegar. It just tastes like Parmesan. For as much black as there is on there. There's really no flavor from it. If anything, it just helped the Parmesan to burn. It's got almost a burnt flavor. That's disappointing. With how those looked, I was excited about that. That's too bad. You really, no benefit to the flavor there at all. Now I'm interested to see. I'm going to grab the balsamic out of the fridge. I'm just going to try some wet balsamic on here and see how that is. Just going to do a little. Yeah, you can taste it there. That's a really good combination. If you could get the flavor to come through after you cooked it. I wonder if you took your balsamic, made a balsamic reduction, like on the stove, like an actual reduction, into a glaze, and then right when these came out of the oven, if you drizzled a little bit on there then, if it would keep the vinegariness, because this cooked the vinegar flavor right out of it. It just helped it burn, which is weird. It's not what I expected.
What are those?
These?
Yeah.
These are all the Parmesan ones.
Oh, that's why they're like thin.
Yeah. Super thin.
These are good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those. I'd definitely do that again.
These are just really good.
Really good.
The one I had before, the first one, just crispier.
Yeah, yeah. I think... Could look.
I know a lot about
cheese.
cheese. That's why I inserted myself as a guest on the show.
Resident cheese expert.
Yeah.
So let's see, that's one that's got thyme in it. So it's just Parmesan crisp with thyme.
Let me like cleanse the palate.
Yeah, yeah.
With some water.
These ones are just, something went wrong.
Oh man.
Something went wrong with these ones.
Those
are the ones that I was looking forward to the most.
Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Those are like the chicken ones.
We like cheesy chicken and a biscuit.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah,
that's what I was
chicken
going
and
for.
biscuit's delicious. This is good.
Yeah,
they're really crispy.
Yeah, those are like.
This would be good on a
crispy.
salad.
Oh yeah. It's insane how it's just cheese, right?
Yeah.
Like how does it get that crispy? I don't understand the chemistry behind it.
Oh, my hair's like.
Sorry.
Oh, it's cool. This is a one butt kitchen. If nobody knows,
one butt.
You can only have one butt in this kitchen. So.
So what do you think, Becky? Are they as good as they look?
You know, I'm blown away.
Right?
This is
Okay, so you tried this. Here, try the lemon.
Oh.
Lemon zest herb ones. Those are my favorite.
With the Parmesan?
Can you actually taste the lemon? Those are from the second batch. I didn't try those ones.
It's not like heavy on the lemon. It's just like there's a citrusiness, like a... It complements the... this is delicious. This is delicious. I wish that you guys could taste it out there. Take a bite. Take a bite.